Welcome back to the volume shift, you know what I'm saying, where we bridging gaps between the culture, gender. No, she got
I'm
no.
here. Go ahead. I'm gonna pop on. Go ahead.
Bridging the gaps between the cultures, races, gender, etc. You know what I'm saying? I'm Buck Doctors, the doctor without the doctorate.
And I'm Jalil, urban activist, man.
You
Today
know
we
what I
got a
mean?
special one for y'all.
Turn the volume up on that jump. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift. You heard me?
It's me. Hey y'all, I'm Pound Cake, North Philly comedian coming all the way out of the North Side with an F. I'm so happy to be on this podcast. Y'all don't understand. These two men is a good vibe, and I just met them previously, so I'm happy to be here. So make sure every time y'all hear Pound Cake or y'all hear this podcast, make sure y'all tune in. You heard?
Yeah. Love it.
Right, man.
You know, today, man, we gonna get into some something intense, but needed. Not for argument's sake, but for understanding, right?
Okay.
It's the gender war, like masculine versus femininity, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and so what I wanted to do in starting it, right, is like give like a minute, right, to air it out. You know what I mean? You go ahead and kill the man. You feel me? Like, and we gonna give our gist on the women.
Okay.
But
So
when he say kill the man, not kill a man, you feel me? But
no, well, I ain't
I
taking it.
mean, you know.
What my rebuttal to that was going to be, I don't think I could kill a man or talk too crazy about the men because like I had a pleasure of dealing with both feminine and masculine energy. I was raised by my grandfather, who was a strong black North Carolina man, and I was also actually raised by my mother and her girlfriends because she was a lesbian, but she was the what we used to call it back in the day, butch. She was the butch of the lesbian relationship. So it was a lot of masculine, feminine energy around me. So when it comes to men, I love men. I'm not one of those women that beats down or degrade men. I just never was. No matter how many times I've made it cross the path where as though I got hurt. Be honest with you, a lot of my hurt came from women. It never came from men.
Mm,
man, that's
that's
interesting.
interesting.
So, when it comes to the guys, like I was one of those girls that my girlfriends would be like, "Oh, you always taking their side," and it's just like, no, I kind of understand, And up until recently, I really understand because I was actually in a lesbian relationship for 7 months,
Oh
and
shit.
let me just say, I see why these niggas is in jail. I, some. You have to take a lot. You have to have a lot of emotional intelligence to deal with a woman.
Yeah.
You have to have a lot of. You have to have a lot of restraint to deal with us. And I get it. I get it. But I won't bash. I feel like I feel like a lot of men don't really have the understanding of women that they supposed to have due to the fact that a lot of their trauma is from women. So it kind of put up like almost like a blockage when it
Yeah.
comes to kind of receiving or understanding women. It's just more so like, a little bit like a defense, like a wall up. Like for instance, a lot of men don't really talk to women because is a narrative that women don't really want to hear it, or we don't look at y'all like you being strong when you talk or lay your emotions out there. And I just feel like, no, I like to hear from a man. I like to hear a man's perspective. I like to know what's on a man's mind because your voice don't really be heard like that. And it's because once it is heard, it's like, oh, it's not in a good light. It's always like, oh, you bitching or you complaining or you acting like a girl, you acting like a female. And it's like, no. Because to be honest with y'all, I'm a little spiritual. Men, y'all do have masculine and feminine trait within inside of y'all. If y'all know that or not.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it's not, it don't dictate who you are as manhood. It just dictates who you are as a person. It's the makeup of you. You have to have masculine and feminine. We have, like, we all come from Y chromosomes, shit like that. Like, when you get deep into it. So it's okay to have, I guess femininity would be this, the trait of that would be nurturing. A lot of women carry the feminine trait comes with nurturing. You know, the masculine trait normally comes in with structure, direction, focus. You know, because us women, we like, you know, we see something shiny, ooh, we all over. But men, y'all have that masculine trait wisdom. Y'all got to zoom in because why? Y'all the hunters, the sole proprietors, the providers. So y'all focus on what y'all need to focus on is a little bit sharper. But yeah, I don't know if I over talk. You know, I'm a little high.
I mean, we
No,
let it
that was
rock,
perfect.
right?
It was perfect. And we
'Cause
appreciate that too.
a lot of times men be proud, right? When a woman can be able to, like, you know, uh, give it like that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And it be real truth, like, you get what I'm saying? And I understand it from the women, right? Like, sometimes you just don't be wanting to give it up to a man in a winning argument type John, but you know the real deal about it. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, we play those little games and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? And so earlier you was talking about something I wanted to dig into, like you was saying, like, I think with the women and you dating a woman, right? And you getting to experience the other side. So like in your opinion now, like where you think that come from, like with the women?
Well, when I had this conversation previously, and this is just from my point of view, you know, point of views are like as holes. Everybody have one.
Mhm.
But from my POV, it really comes from a point of, I know we are the mass manipulators. So when it comes to, and I feel like the manipulation part was always been negative. It never was shined on the positive. We have to be in a manipulative form because that's how we groom. We the ones that groom and nurture the children. Hence, when they grow up, they got some of they mind ways because who's the one that normally spends most of the time with the kids? The mom. So we got to use somewhat of a manipulation tactic in order to educate, in order to raise our children. I feel like when it comes to an adult relationship, it gets negative because comes from a place where they're not receiving or they want something. So the mind game part and all of that, the manipulation tactics that I seen on the opposite side, well, on the from coming from the same thing as me on the opposite side, it was just like, damn, this is what we really be doing. It's like, you know, we manipulate like, oh, I sit around this motherfucker while he watching TV and say I want my nails done 89 times instead of just coming out and say, babe, can you get my nails done? Or
Yeah,
I'll sit
right,
around, I'll sit around this motherfucker and go to the market and leave out knowing he's preoccupied, not asking him to get something. Then when I come back in the crib and he like, damn, you ain't give me well, you ain't asked, but you know this is what I like. Why do I gotta tell you if you know this is what I like? 9 times out of 10, men are so simple and so easy to read. And that's how I be like confused on how we be getting manipulated. But that I know why that be the D. Cause I'm like, how the
right. Yeah, right. That shit
fuck?
get crazy. You
Yeah,
put
but
your all
yeah.
into it.
Yeah, like it just be the little things. I feel like women, a lot of times it be a trauma response when it comes to communicating with men. Because we either dealt with a man that didn't listen to us, or we were told that we talked too much, or we were told that, you know, we complained too much. So it's like sometimes it just be like, you know, let me
But
just figure out a way. Huh?
if if y'all ain't get together, right, and have a meeting about it, like as a women unit, I'm like, how do it spread like that?
I just think it's just basically offer I think it's just a response offer experience.
But
Honestly.
everybody's having the same experience at the same time. You
Not
got
at
too
I
many
don't feel like
stories. it's
A
too
lot
many
of time,
stories, but it's the same.
but a lot of times, a lot of women's story are the same. Like it's crazy. If I was to sit in a circle with 16 women, out of that 16, I guarantee you, damn near half of us will have the same exact story.
That's
Damn,
what I'm
sis.
trying to get to. Like, why? How can that be possible? Like, it's like, how can we be in Philadelphia ghetto and have the same life as a Chicago ghetto?
Because it's all about the, I feel like the bloodline, the ladle, passing the ladle. What was passed down there is our culture. It became a part of our culture. It's like, what grandma, grandpa, what mom seen from them, what mom experienced and went through, that trauma, then went through with their own personal thing. And now the kids are sitting in the house watching it. Now the kids grow up to have kids. And if it's daughters, then now the daughters is moving how the mom doing. Say I was raised by a mom that was like, listen, before a nigga asks for your number, you need money. You know what I mean? So now it's like before you open your legs and spread your legs, you need money. I don't like it's like now that's all I know. Money first. Fuck conversation. So when we do talk, oh, you want to have a conversation? That's cool. Whatever. Cause maybe I need a couple dollars.
Yeah, so
You see
I
what I'm
think
saying?
it might have came from the slavery shit and the trauma, cause
It came
like
from all of it came from trauma. Alexa,
yeah, and that shit is like we was talking about it on one of our last shows, and we talked about trauma and it being like hereditary. After a while, like that shit really spread through your jaw, like unknowingly,
that
but
shit is
it's
in
in
our
there.
DNA. Trauma is in our DNA. Is attached to our DNA. They have
Yeah,
showed
so it's not like a personal thing. Like it ain't no personal thing
it,
where
but
like
it's
where the
but you
woman.
can rewire it though. You can, but that
Yeah,
takes growth. That takes growth. That takes therapy. That take a lot of shit people don't have time for. But they got time to get drunk and fight and go to jail. I don't get it. I don't get it. For me to sit there and
yeah,
talk to a motherfucker and it's gonna help me, opposed to me gotta go to jail over and over again or getting scarred, war wounds and all of that. Opposed to just sitting down talking to a person and really getting this shit out. I mean, like, come on, we need that. I
Yeah.
know in our culture they told us we not supposed to talk to nobody, but at the end of the day, we need it. And I feel like it's more so for the men, but I also know it's a game. It's a game because in order to get mental health services, you have to have insurance. A lot of people don't have insurance. And I hate that. I hate the fact that we don't have free mental health facilities. We don't have free mental health hotlines. We may do, but I don't know none.
all right, real shit. And then all the food and shit is throwing there, like it's making shit imbalanced and all that. Most of the time, it just be a little thing that you could change by just eating something different, or it be little shit like that. But how will we know if we so focused on going to work and paying bills and all this other shit?
Exactly. And then again, there we go. It's because it's a part of a design that we just basically like have to escape the matrix in our own ways. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like we have to figure out once we know, we know. So the only thing we can do is spread it. Urban activists. Feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Spread it because now we get into contact with the youth. We get into contact the shit that we know we can actually pass on. I mean, social media is definitely is a dark and is a light side, but I'm happy that it's more so a light side that it show you it show you where your tribe is. It
Yeah,
show you
real
where their
shit.
tribe is. And that's why they force so much negative in the social media because they know it's a connector. Sitting at this one device, we can be in fucking Beijing. This one device, we can be in Lagos, Nigeria. With this one device, we can be in Bali. Feel what I'm saying? And we know we can actually see. Fuck telling us what it's like. No, we can actually see a motherfucker. Oh, we heard this, that, and the third. Flip the camera around. Not over here. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Back in the day, I thought it was nothing but babies with filled up stomachs with air and fucking flies. Now
Yeah.
when I talk to a motherfucker in Africa on TikTok, I'm seeing ivory towers in their fucking living room. When you go
Real.
outside, certain parts of everybody got a dilapidated part of their
Yeah,
area.
real shit. We all got
You
ghettos
feel
and
what?
shit.
Everybody got a ghetto.
Right.
But the fact that on TV, all they showed us was the ghetto. And when I talk to my African brothers, they telling me when we hear about America, and we hear about the blacks, all we see is shooting and gang and drill rat. I'm like, damn.
That's
So this is
it.
this is
Like that's
that's it. I had to show a nigga Angela Davis. I'm like, this is a black woman activist that was part of the Black Panther movement. That like was really like 10 toes down, foot on the ground, that was fighting for us and our rights. Breakfast, lunch program, giving, I mean, free home care, Medicare, Medicaid, Medicare for the kids in the community. Like, people over here was doing this. Y'all ain't never hear them? Huey P.
Yeah.
Newton, Bobby Seale. You know, like, we got
And then
people.
they shit easy to restrict over there. Like they straight cut our shit off and just show them exactly what they want them to see. And they try to do that over here, but it's like, now, bro, we done got too hip to like abolishing the system and getting around it. Like, man.
Facts. It's so
And
sad that
that's why I kind of like wanted to get to that point. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I asked the question because, you know, it's puppet masters also attached to how we carry ourselves too, you know what I
for
mean? Like,
sure.
so all of that's inclusive when you can have ghettos all over the ghettos in America and they be the same. That's through media and a different, like a straightforward narrative, right? Like
Hmm.
we all seen Boys in the Hood, Juice, all these different movies, right? Like, so generally we getting all of that information like that. And now you got social media, so it's really like you can
Right.
see what's going on in Chicago, you can see what's going on in Baltimore, all these different places, you feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
But like you said, there's a good and bad to it and how you utilize it, you know what I mean? Like,
We
and
all have a choice.
you get what I'm saying? So when we get into it, it's like, where where did that teaching like come from for you? Like, who taught you about your gender role? Like, I know you said your setup was your mom. You said your
So grandpa raised me, mom had me, right? So just to give you a little backstory, my mom was an addict. I'm a child of an addict. My mom was on crack. She got clean in '96. She came to the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous with me in 6 trash bags when I was 6 years old. Six, crazy. And in '96, damn. So, so she came to the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous with me, and she when she did come, she was in masculine, like she was masculine, but that's when she got clean. I'm sorry, I'm skipping around because I'm a little high. My grandfather, she gave me up to my grandfather. My grandfather raised me from the age of 2 to 13. My mom got clean in the midst. 6 years old, she came, but she was in and out because her sobriety was more important. Um, but my grandfather had me at such a young age. I remember my grandfather putting 2 ponytails in my hair. I remember, far as him putting me in the tub and stuff like that, and closing the door, telling me like handing me stuff, telling me to. Well, I basically had to like um dealing with my mom being the masculine representation and dealing with feminine women. The women that she dealt with, I watched how they carried themselves and stuff like that. That's how I knew how to be like a little feminine, a little stuff like that. But the hygiene part and all of that stuff came from, trial and error. The
yeah.
real shit. Because my grandfather couldn't tell, he knew what he knew. But my grandpa was like a hustler guy. So he always had money. He always had houses and property and stores and stuff like that. So the women that he was dating, they were kind of like, they were older women, hence that I'm an old soul. They would tell me, all the stuff and the beauty secrets and tips and shit like that. Hence why I said the joke, apple cider and vinegar, on the stage, because I'm like, that's what I was around, old ass women. They was telling me old lady tips, roll your hair up with a brown paper bag and shit, the whole curls, put a stocking over your head, like all types of shit. But um to get to the meat and potatoes of your question is basically like just observing, being a sponge, being observant. And I'm also a person that loves to be taught. I love learning. I love learning. So
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you, bro?
Oh man. 'Cause I was raised by all women for real, for real. It was my mom, and then my mom had 4 other sisters. You feel me?
mm,
I met my pop at 30. Like, you man, so I grew up with a tough mom. Like, She was thorough, she was nurturing, but she also taught me how to tie a tie. Like she taught me how to be on some business shit, how to conduct myself, treat people how they wanted to be how you wanted to be treated and all that. But you know, it was she did her best job. You feel me? And I respect her for that. So my viewpoints, it ain't never like bash women. You feel me?
Mm,
I understand men and women, we both fall short. You feel me? But
absolutely.
that's why we here now, so we can figure out how we can like really put it back together, dog. Cause I don't like seeing all that shit on like social media, cause I don't
Me
fall in
either.
them categories. Like, you feel
Facts.
me? So it's like,
Facts. I say the same shit.
right, you can't just like put me in the statistics, cause like it's different strokes for different folks, bro. We all got raised different, but it's like bro was saying, we all go through the same shit. It's really a puppet master. It's somebody that's feeding us the bullshit, and we really running with it. So it's like, I don't know. That's what the volume shift doing. Like we trying to change the algorithm brick by brick. So it's like we getting real people and real experience. None of the fluff. You feel me?
Right.
Like none of the
Right.
cool shit. This joint ain't about flashing money and talking shit and all that. No, like
Facts.
this reconstruction of the mind for real, for real.
Facts.
Y'all think like when you tell people like, damn, like, the narrative that you carrying is from somebody trying to diminish you or ruin what you got for yourself or what God had made for you. You feel me? Like, you think people would take heed to that and like, start like gravitating towards like loving on themselves and carrying out their mission? Or you think
I
like we so far in it, like it's like
Nah,
whatever?
it's a whole motherfucking movement. I'm sorry, Smooth. I cut you off. Go ahead, honey.
No, I was just saying, I was about to say the same. I wanted to be like that, but it's like, yo, you got to get past all the thorough shit, all the trying to be. I mean, it's a lot of that in the way. So it stopped people from really looking in the mirror, bro. But when
I'm
you
lead
doing real life shit, you can't get nowhere if you don't handle that first.
Facts. I'm leading a rebellion. Fuck that. We is going Cyril shit is going to be being cool and having integrity and morals is going to be cool again. I'm telling you, like it's everything come back in style, and that shit bound to come back in style again. Because I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it today. I'm up 33rd Street. It's a jogger. It's two kids on a motherfucking motor scooter that shouldn't even, a motor, that little thingy. Not even supposed to be on it. They barely, like, one is on the handlebars, his head is over it, and the other one holding on to him around the waist. And I'm like, oh my God, these babies. But the jogger stopped in the middle of the street while they was riding for to let them go and then let the cars go. And I was like, oh, I just love seeing humanity. Like it's always good shit. And I hate that they force so much of the negative shit that it makes people feel like, that's all that's around. No, fuck that. It's some good shit out here. There's some good people out here. There's some good vibes out here. You just gotta catch them. You're not gonna catch them where you at. If you're around a negative entity of energies, that's all that's gonna be on you. Telling you
Yeah,
that energy shit is real. A lot of times when we were growing up, when you get into like the energy transformation and all that shit didn't really exist to us. Those wasn't conversations at the dinner table.
not at all.
Now that we're enlightened and that we're aware, and it's a lot of us that's escaping the matrix because there's a lot of information that we're seeing that that was wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, like okay, like it's still some good people out here, and I guarantee, and I know that because I exist. I
Mhm.
know that because I exist. I know that is love and it's purity out here because I exist. Now I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying I'm an angel. I'm just saying I've lived life through trial and error.
Yeah,
And I
real rap.
and that shit is not going to turn me cold. I refuse to be cold because I seen what not growing look like. I
Big
Yeah.
want
felt
I
like
want to grow. I want to fucking grow. So yeah, I feel like it's really a revolution out here when it comes to good people, positive energy, and motherfuckers just willing, really authentic people that want to be thriving and want to be in themselves. And a lot of them are creatives. That's why I like hanging around a lot of artists and a lot of people. A lot of people that really like to create.
real
Yeah.
rap. And it's like, yo, you get what you put out. So
Facts.
like people always disregard that. Like, but if you walk around acting like a dick and you expect the world to be, do its thing for you, it's not gonna happen, bro. But the
Right.
more everybody don't like, yo, we can change the world like this, bro. Everybody just do better for themselves. Just do better as a person. You feel me? It ain't even about changing the world, but it's about just getting them to see that one aspect, bro. Like.
Yeah.
Real shit. It ain't even no crazy change, no crazy cause. Everybody
It
can
be
just change themselves. You feel me?
facts.
And
It
then
be
we'll be a
small
good
stuff,
job.
real rap. It be small stuff. It be the littlest things that you can do that'll make a big ass change in people's lives, man. I'm telling you. That's why I go around randomly complimenting people. They're like, but you crazy. What? Like what? They need to know they look good. They need to, like, I'm telling you, it just be the small acts of kindness that really makes people feel good and maybe turn the motherfucker that was probably going to blow somebody's head off, turn them around, be like, oh shit, you know what? That lady did say that cute, chunky, bow-legged joint that was in North did say I look good today. I ain't gonna kill nobody.
Real rap, dog. The reality, sometimes a motherfucker just need a hug or something. You feel
Yeah,
me? It be some little
yeah,
shit. Mother,
yeah.
yo, I like that lady. Them sneaks fire, whatever. Like, it be that little thing that just boosts they shit. And they be like, damn, like, I'm
Yeah,
walking
because I don't
around
like
like
the
this.
dick eating culture. I don't like that dick eating shit. I don't like when that. I don't even like that
No.
word. Like I ain't gonna lie. You could call me a bitch and I won't get offended, but you say dick eater to me, that shit, that shit.
Yeah, that's fighting words to a Philly
No
motherfucker, dog.
bullshit.
What? Is you crazy, bro? Like, damn. Showing love, that's Dicky, and what's up?
Like
Right,
we,
but they'll find it thorough if coming at somebody or, you know what I mean, trying, like, I don't get it, bro. Like, I'm
I don't
kind of
get it.
tired of that shit, especially being a grown man. Like,
Yes,
come on, bro.
yes. Like
We
we're
got
adults.
maturity and real life shit going on, bro. I don't even want to hear that shit. Like,
Like no bullshit.
Why
Yeah.
y'all think like why y'all think they would like paint the narrative to have the genders go against each other? Like what would be the perks or benefits
Because
for
oh,
man
I'm
and
sorry.
woman to be at odds versus connecting?
Because they are trying to is I feel like me personally is a division. Division leads to conquer.
right.
If they conquer the fact of women being masculine and being combative and combative against men, that's an internal warfare. That is like basically is going to keep dads out the home. It's going to keep families apart. It's going to keep a wedge in between connection,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
going to lead to more, unfortunately, homosexuality, more. It's just going to be a lack of connection between, the men are here to teach the men, the women are here to teach the women, teach family, to teach unity. It's just like it's a whole disconnect. And I feel like they're
Real
doing
shit.
that because that's how they can control more. It's all about control, to be honest with you. It's nothing it's all of this shit is about control. It ain't when it comes down to the race, control. When it comes down to money, control. When it comes down to even your own motherfucking thoughts, television, control. It's all about control.
Right, when they know that we way stronger together. Like they know that
Yes.
for real, for real. Like if
Yes.
we really mobbed up and this man and woman working together, bro, like none of this bullshit would be able to affect us. It wouldn't even be like no need for like gender roles or none
Yep.
of that shit, bro. It's like some shit as a man I'm just better at. And some shit I suck at. You feel me?
Yep.
But my wife is the shit in them areas. That don't make that her job, but that just make us stronger as a team. Like for
Yep.
us to understand our strengths and weaknesses. You feel me? So whoever controlling the strings of this shit, like if they control that and our unity together, they control everything. And that's hence the reason why the wealth gap crazy. Like, you
Yep.
feel me? A black
And
household, a couple racks a year, opposed to like, other races, they doing way better because there's none of that stink in their shit.
yeah. And just look at how powerful our leaders was when they had black women that really supported them and was standing with them. Look how
Right.
powerful X was with Sister Shabazz. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he was like The amount of stuff that he went through, that he had to face in that time, especially in that time. And then
Yeah.
he had to come home. He had to come home to a strong sister. Can you imagine if he would have came home to like a person
Nagging.
as a personality? I would have to say, like, if he had came home to like a, I don't even know how she is, but I'm gonna just say what she present, a sexy red. See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Right.
if you can
Right.
imagine X coming home to something like that, and he had to go out there and like had to push the shit that he had to push for us as men and black people. Come on,
You can't fight the
and
world and come home and have to fight too. That shit
have a
make you weak.
demon.
You said sexy.
I no, and I'm talking about the character she present because
Yeah,
I
cause
know
she probably not even like that for real,
you
for
dig what I'm
real.
saying, because I know for a fact that girl is smart. I know for a fact she got some integrity, like Suki Hana too. So, like, she's a powerful, small, smart black woman. You know, what they project. That's how they cook their money. That was their honey to catch their money. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Everybody have a trick to a trade. I grew up to a family of hustlers. Some sold good shit, some sold bad shit. But at the end of the day, it got motherfuckers to where they need to get to. So that's you know that's what some people get with and do, but whatever they got to do to get them there. I know me personally. I got a little bit more integrity. I ain't really moving off of money.
Yeah,
I ain't
cause
moving
that
off of
shit is
money.
just paper. Like, you feel me? It's paper that we attach energy to. You feel me? Cause
Facts.
at any time, like, if we get tired of this shit, we can be like, yo, fuck it. We not even using money no
Yo,
more.
I
If
was just about
if
to
you the
say that.
barber, all right, cut my hair. I build shit. I fix your house.
Barter,
I do this. Everything
man,
barter, bro. Now we just slime them out completely, bro. It's no need.
completely, completely, man. You know, and that's the thing, right? And that's the thing, right? Because that would spark another war, right? And I'm telling you, with wars and casualties, but there's a lot of wars that our people had to fight in order to win anyway. But if
Yeah,
we was
yeah.
to lock them out, you know how many motherfuckers they gonna send our way to knock it. I mean, they coming at our families. They coming. They gonna come. They gonna hit. They gonna try to see our weakness because they collect the data. They know what we into. They know what they already got a
Yeah.
motherfucker. We got a profile, bro. We have a profile. Even right now, someone knows how many times we look at shit, how many times we go certain places, how many times we take out money, how many times we watch porn, how many times we go to the juice bar. Like, they already know. They could profile me. They could profile anybody just about our algorithm.
Yeah, real shit. Like,
So it's like they gonna come, but it's like, fuck it. We gotta fight. We gotta sacrifice. And I'm telling you, they were willing to, like, Malcolm X know he wasn't gonna live long. He was
oh
willing to
damn.
sacrifice himself for a greater cause. These niggas ain't out here. They'd rather die over over a block, over
But
a number
Malcolm,
in the
I
name of a
gotta say,
fucking
right,
block.
like, Malcolm John wasn't in the fight that he was fighting. It was more internal. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
yeah, like he was trying to be the mighty righteous and even pull up, you know, the prophet Elijah Muhammad vices or whatever and expose those.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for that he had to, you know, go. But it's like
But
I
he
dig
knew. I'm glad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I definitely dig that you said that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the real deal though. You get what I'm saying? Like I know there's a lot of systematic stuff that happen or what have you, but at the same time we carrying it. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? Like we make the streets. Like they might have provided the drugs and guns, or whatever, but we make it.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like without all of that, you don't got nothing. So for me, it's like before the war can even happen, like we gotta have that self-discipline where we check ourselves and you know what I mean, go back to our natural original state before all the conditioning and programming and training through slavery, you feel me?
Yeah.
Or you gonna have an infiltrator like the Black Panthers and all those previous people had when they, you know, made the attempt to try to save us. You feel what I'm saying? And
Damn, you caught where I was going to. I'm so happy you said that. All right, good. I love y'all. Go ahead. I'm
See,
sorry.
we ain't for the fake.
yeah,
This real.
but no, it's so important that we you know, expand on these conversations and let people know. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Right.
a lot of people probably sit around in groups and do know all this information, but because it's not the cool thing that's being presented, they just sit back and, you know what I'm saying, don't
Yep.
expose it. But you
Yep.
put them in a setting like this,
It's gonna come out. It's
Real
gonna come
shit.
out.
you be like, damn, bro, I ain't never know you was like that. Like, you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's
Yeah.
like, no.
Especially by the look and all that. Like, we be judging each other too, bro. We
Yup.
just assume, like, yeah, y'all from North, I'm from West. We did it, like, all the cool shit. But
Yup.
when we actually sit down and talk, it's like, damn, like,
Yup.
they on this
Facts.
joint cooking for real. Like, so that's
Facts.
why it's
That's
like
why I feel
this.
like,
Oh,
go
I was
ahead, my
about to
fault.
say that's why this joint's so valuable to have somebody that's like minded. You feel me? Because these type of things, it ain't no argument, bro. This just to make our army stronger and thicker. You feel me? That's all it
Facts.
is.
Facts.
And we gotta sit down and have these same conversations in relationships. You get what
Yes.
I'm saying? Cause
Yes.
it's like I tell bro all the time, like we can never be in relationships and we allowing outside of the house shit control inside of the house shit. Like how
Mhm.
we end up arguing about these gender joins that's been presented to us, not that we feel. You get what I'm saying? Like God is within us. So it's like he already told me what I need to do as a man. I can't change that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gave you your role. You can't change that. You get what I'm saying? So all the, you know, I feel this type of way. Nah, that come from somewhere else. Cause why do
Mhm.
you even feel that way when your natural John at birth was to do X, Y, and Z? Somebody try and manipulate you out your space.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you allowing that. And
Yeah.
for a lot of men and women, that's what really hurt the most because you like, damn, I'm your partner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, imagine this, right? We in a family and I'm your flesh and blood, right? But you'll put Jesus, a character, over me
Mm.
and love and everything. I'm like, damn, like, Auntie, why you talking to me like that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and the same thing in relationships. How you talking to me like that and I didn't make the rule?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I'm a man by birth that I didn't even ask to be. Like, I didn't ask to get the role of a man. I didn't ask,
Right.
like, you get what I'm saying? So
Right.
for me, it's like when we get the audacity to have the arrogance to be like, no, I don't want to do that no more. It's like you edging God out. Like, you like, you like, no, I'm gonna abort your mission because I want to do this earthly mission that I learned from here and shit like that. You get me? To impress other earthly motherfuckers that don't matter. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, no, my life is so crazy, right? My life is a journey. Everybody's life is a journey. We all got our individual John. So my
Mhm.
John was set up, even if I didn't like it, right? I went to certain classes, I went to certain programs, I went to drug programs. I had to go through that embarrassment. I went to jail, I had to go through that embarrassment. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And all of those different skills and everything lined up for later things that I wasn't even aware of. You
Mm.
get me? Like a young boy that we grew up with is going through something right now, homeless. And then it was like, I get the call. How dare I be like, I don't feel like going to go do that. Oh, that ain't my John. You feel what I'm saying? When it came to me, that's my mission. Like I can't abort that John. You
Facts.
get what I'm saying? And so
Facts.
when we in these relationships and you playing that gender John, it's like, don't utilize that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm at the point now, I'm so modern, I'm like, if the fucking trash guy get taken out, how I dare you to wait till I get home because you think a man supposed to take the trash out. Bitch, you lost it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you really,
Right.
you an outsider. You a out. Like, cause you listening to more of that outside shit than what's inside. But
No,
you,
no bullshit. That
but you
definitely is
tell
a
me like
thing.
you want a leader. Don't tell me you want a leader and you disregard my leadership. You get what I'm saying? That automatically tell me that's some outside shit, and you fighting with them against me. You feel me? Not even against me solely, but you going against the family oriented code of life, like especially if we got kids and you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
My fault. I was a little winded on that, y'all, but I had to
No,
really say that.
no, I mean I get it. I get it. It sound like it was a little personal attached to that, but
No,
I get it
no,
though.
never
I
personal.
I get it. I get no. Honestly, that whole thing too irritates me because me personally, I think how I was brought up, I'm just like more so do for self. I do have a little bit of hyper independence in me because I was raised, with both times single parents, my grandfather and my mom. So it was like I always see my mom provide, I always see my grandfather provide. So I always felt like I had to be the main provider. And then I wound up, becoming a single parent myself. So it was like, I don't know, like back to like what you were saying, it was kind of like, I was kind of like being prepared or just the universe unfortunately guided me into what it knew I needed to be prepared for, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But
Alright.
when it comes to the place of, oh, I gotta wait for somebody to come home and take out the trash. Like, no, if trash stink, if it's trash and it's filled up and I'm right and I know I'm home, I'm taking that shit out. Bottom
Right.
line, that's just to me, that's like common courtesy, common sense, because I'm not gonna wait for you to come, especially if it's not no heavy trash. Like if it's light shit, like if it's like now if it's an old TV, yeah,
Right, a
nigga, you
basement clean out. Yeah,
or
wait for us. You feel
like,
me?
but if
No,
it's household,
I come in the joint, it's trash over the trash over. That mean y'all really was gonna wait until like nobody like
no, that me personally, okay, so let me just say this.
that's crazy work. Go
Let me
ahead.
part of my trauma is being talked too crazy. Like I had to deal with verbal abuse. You know what I'm saying? So tone is definitely a thing for me. So I'm not gonna sit up there. I got old like my mom used to be on some shit like the hygiene shit. So it's like, she would say certain shit. So I'm like extra like clean. Like I don't play around with trash. I don't play around with shit just hanging around. Like I can't do it. Odors, can't do them. It's a fucking non-negotiable. You cannot stink, smell, nothing can smell my motherfucking house. And I have animals now. I didn't always have animals. Now I have animals. When I say bleach, fabuloso, and motherfucking baking soda and vinegar and lemons is my main priorities in this motherfucker. That's my shopping list. Sometimes I forget fucking food, but I get those motherfucking things. Like
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. So I'm not trash overflowing. You know what? I believe that comes with that how they were brought up too. I've watched certain like dealing with certain guys. I see little shit. Like if I see you walk over a sock in the middle of the floor, yup, mm.
I don't care whose sock it is, dog.
Yo,
Just pick
like
up the sock.
if you can't stop, I just can't see me hopping over it and walking out the door.
Slide it
Like,
somewhere else so you don't gotta see it. Like that's petty
yo,
shit,
Now
dog. Pause.
I will say this though, when you single, it's always a joy of being like, I get it later. And shit like that. You know what I mean? So it might cross over and like if you don't make the transition,
I don't know. I don't know. I just, cause even me being single, having my own place, it's like, okay, I kind of understand where you coming from,
now
because
I'm
it's your
just
spot.
saying that's a thought. That's a thought.
I mean, yeah,
Not
I
that
can
I do
understand it.
it, but I'm just saying that's a thought.
Yeah, I can understand that point of view. I can understand that. But yeah, me personally, I was just like, I just gotta like I've seen like and you know me, again, test. I would do little tests if a guy come over and I would sit and see if they would just do little shit. And if I was like, yeah, he's gonna have to get the long text. Damn, I really liked him too. But it just be like, this is a woman household. So I shouldn't have to tell you to put the toilet seat back down.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
real
shouldn't have.
crap, dog. Like,
It's
damn, you
like
gonna fall in the seat and then curse me out? I don't feel like that,
Yeah.
bro. Come on, you gonna piss on the seat, not wipe it up? Like, come on, bro.
that
Like, what's up,
too.
top?
What? Like
That's
what?
crazy work, cause like when you in jail, you gotta do the knee.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
So
Joe, that shit
so
crazy. Like,
so if you in jail doing the knee and you back home in freedom and you can't like that's crazy work.
so wait, real quick. Ooh, I hate to get off topic, but wait.
Right, go ahead.
I, one of the all right. So I was dating this guy, right? And he went to go use the bathroom, but how my bathroom is like right across from my room. So I'm at the dresser, hence the dresser being right in front of me. So I'm at the dresser, and I just so happened to look, and he ain't closed the door all the way, and he took a piss on a knee. So is that what they do? Is that motherfucker? Is that traumatized? He
no,
still
and
piss
I
like
ain't
that?
gonna lie. Look, sis,
Institutionalized.
yeah, institutionalized and on some real shit. That's why men get prostate cancer, bro. We're not supposed to stand up and piss. Like, you really supposed to sit down and piss, bro. And
Oh
then
shit.
as Muslims, you're supposed to kneel down and take a piss. Like, you're not supposed to
That's
stand
where
up
it
and
came
piss and
from
all
and
that.
there. Yeah.
You feel me? So
Okay.
that, like, no, he good money. That's why you supposed to keep everything clean. It ain't supposed to be
Yeah.
no piss around the seat. None of that. Like, you
Right.
Oh,
feel me?
okay.
Yeah, so
And,
he
and
really, I mean, he really showing etiquette and he care about himself, bro. Real shit.
right, right.
Oh.
A little, little quick little health note, y'all. But yeah, bro, that's why a
And you
lot
know
of
it's
black
crazy?
men and
It's
men
crazy
do that
though,
shit.
cause look, my cheeks is going up because this the nigga from West Philly.
Hey, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't kneel down all the time. Be like, damn. I ain't about to sit down and you know what I mean? But at the same time, I know I'm like, damn, I might pay for this at 54. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
that's
like, damn, it's something
crazy.
I gotta start utilizing, like real shit. And they don't tell us that in school. They ain't telling us
No.
that in a doctor's appointment, but
They
they know
not.
the real deal. Like,
Right. And this is why urban activists, I mean, Buck, you like this is important. This is important. These conversations don't be had at all. I doubt it don't be had. Like
Yeah.
at all, cause I thought I ain't gonna lie, me seeing that shit, and now that's a man's tiger. I wouldn't know shit, no shit. I don't have a prostate, so I of
Yeah.
course, like you know what I'm saying. But I hear him telling my bitch, I think something wrong with this nigga. He kneels when he pee, like he do the Colin Kaepernick when he pee. Bitch, what is
Yeah.
wrong?
yo, I just did my research on the prostate, like, cause I always heard about it and all that. You know how you gotta get the exams and
The
all that. So
Zan,
one day, you feel me? That shit like behind your balls, like like that shit in a crazy spot. Period. Like
right,
if you see how it look, you know, like yo, that
right,
joint delicate, bro. You got really, you know what I
yep,
mean? So I started looking up more, like.
mm-hmm,
But that's information that dog a lot of black men need to know. Like even young black men, bro, we don't be worried
facts,
about no prostate until you get prostate cancer. You feel me? And that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
And there's a lot more of that, you know what I'm saying? Especially them understanding the genders and how we supposed to operate, you know what I'm saying? Body wise, astronomy and all of that, right? Like,
yep,
you know what I mean? So like even women like Giles and them just did, they latest addition to the family through a what you call it, a doula.
mm-hmm, a doula.
Yeah, yeah. We had a
Yeah.
home birth at the crib this
And so
time.
all
Like
of
That's
that
I love
that
that.
laying on your back to you know what I mean?
No,
So
you supposed
it
to
like a
caused
lot of
squat.
that,
trauma. Like it
a
caused
lot of that
trauma and
stuff,
all that.
man.
Like real rap, dog. My wife had my son squatting. That shit, it was
Facts.
like 13 pushes, dog. And young boy was out. You feel me? I was like, damn, like that
I
shit.
love it.
Yeah, man, it seemed like it was so secret, bro, how everything went. And I wasn't there like trying to overpower, act like I knew what was going on and all that. I was there
Right.
to assist. You feel me? That's like, yeah, man, I'm here to assist, make sure everything cool. Wife, you good? Ask my doula, yo, you good? You need anything from me? She like, no, you do this, you do that. All right, cool. Say no more. Like, you feel me? Your expertise is your expertise. Now my
Right.
son healthy as hell. You feel me?
I
Like
love
he
that.
always had me everything. Like, and man, it wasn't none of that trauma shit.
Can I ask you a question? Oh, this
Yeah.
is so beautiful. My cheeks can't even go
Mm.
down. Cause I always inspired that. Like my whole motherhood, beginning of motherhood was very, very traumatic. But that's a story for another day. But uh did that make you feel more connected to your wife after that? Like did that make you really um not just turn you on, but like cause that strength, I know that strength made you turn you
But it
on.
it wasn't even eternal. That shit was scary. Like
It
to
was
me,
scary. It didn't make you
no,
like
no,
that's
not scary like that. It was beautiful. Like everything was like, yeah, man. But I'm like, damn, like this is really happening. Like when you hear about it or you see it, it's different because you're not experiencing it. But when you right there, like it's so sacred. Like I felt everything that she feeling except the pain and pushing him out. You feel me?
right.
But everything else, I'm like, yo. Like I on some real shit, I cried when I seen that shit. Like real rap. Like I had the
Right.
little tear. I
But
said,
it didn't make
dang.
you look at her like a little different at least?
Oh
Like
yeah,
like
yeah, for
oh
sure.
okay.
It, so much more like respect and like you
Yeah,
feel me? I've
yeah.
been married 13 years, dog. Like you feel me? So like
Hey,
this shit real. Like we ain't playing. This ain't for play. But
I
like
love
when we
that.
went through that, I'm like, yo, we really can do everything. Like, and we done got some, like, we done did some big business. Like, we done made the Washington Post, letters from the House of Representatives, like all this shit through
I
business
bet.
and all that. But it's like that right there. I'm like, damn, like, this is really humanity, bro. Like, I ain't never
Facts.
feel more human than that. You feel me? Like,
Facts.
or more
Take me
connected.
back to the roots. I'm telling you, my ass. I want to go in the woods. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go yeah. That's what's up. Cause
Like I'm telling
maybe
you,
you can
like
inspire more females to try it at least. Cause them doctors don't really care as a check. You
yep,
feel me?
facts is a write off, and I worked in the medical field as well. That's my background. But yeah, yo, like that. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, they talking about
I
yeah, you
seen a
might
lot
have
of.
to get a C-section. You know, they love throwing a C-section in there.
I had
She
one.
like, no, I had two other kids vaginal. Well, she had one of them vaginally, one C-section. You feel me? So she had
Mhm.
all three ways. So she like,
Yeah,
no, we gonna do it at the crib. So my doula came through like months, like for months. This wasn't just like she came
yeah,
at the
because you got
last
it's
minute.
to build the
She helping her
relationship.
work out and all that. Plus, we already got a relationship with her. You feel
Yeah.
me? So shout out to Breezy too. You feel me? Like
Oh,
real
shout out
rap.
to
She the truth.
Breezy, the hottest doula in the city. You feel
She
me?
came through and cooked dinner, everything. You feel me? So like she was
What?
really thorough. Like I ain't gonna lie, and that made the experience like 1,000 times better. Like now,
I'm
like
about to have another baby. I got baby
yeah, we
fever.
done. But I'll definitely have another baby like that. You feel me?
I'm still young. My eggs still, you know what I'm saying, wiggling. I'm about to, let's see something. I'm about to have an 18-year-old in 2 more weeks.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Well, boy or girl?
A boy, he's 18. Yo, he be 18. So shout out.
All right. That's what's up,
Two-time,
man.
two-time Special Olympics gold medalist. Okay?
That's
Yeah.
what's up. Shout out to my man,
Yeah.
real rap, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so but I definitely want another baby. That's been on my mind. And it's
oh
like,
man. You
it
not
has.
so
Huh?
you ain't early on to where you ain't expecting nothing from him. Like grands and shit.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
You still want like for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because with my son's situation, I wouldn't. I mean, I would shit. You know, the universe got the last say so. But
No, I'm saying in a sense, right? Like you already had your kids, or like he's up there now to where as though
right.
5 years he might have a kid and you might be a grand.
So no, that's what I'm saying. With my situation, my son, I don't see my son having any children because he's special needs.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Mm.
like I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I done seen
Hey,
some
man,
shit,
I
and
ain't
you
stopping
got right.
nothing. You feel
And
me?
I done seen they got some shit going on where they got them meeting up, linking up. They got their own little crew. Again, you got your own tribe of people. You just gotta fucking find them.
Exactly, real
Me
rap, dog.
personally, I mean, I know for like my baby, he will be having adult program and stuff. He's in school up until he's like 21, 22. Those who don't know, 22 for PA, 21 for Jersey. If you have a special ed or a special education or a special needs child, they pretty much can stay in school up until an adult, which is good because after that they have day programs, so they're not just sitting around at home or they get, and it creates a life for them. You know what I mean? I'm looking
That's what's
forward
up.
to my son. Like I went on his prom, his first dance, all of that stuff. Now I'm just looking forward to his graduation. He graduate this year,
Ah,
but
that's what's up,
he'll
man.
still be.
Congratulations,
Yes, thank
man.
you.
To him
Thank.
and you, mom, real rap. Cause I know that shit wasn't easy. Like having kids is not easy, period. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. I've been rocking with my baby for 17 and a half years dolo. I've been raising him by myself. Uh, with the exception, my mom up until my mom passed though, my mom was quarterbacking for me, and then when she passed, it was just like us against the world, and that's what she used to always tell me. It's crazy. My mom used to always say that to me. It's me and you against the world. I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
I want to switch it right on the last of the agenda, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a serious job.
Oh, come on, let's get deep.
Like when it come to it, right? Like you said, you was raising your kid dolo. That's a lot of our stories, right? Like, so in the vein of it, our honesty don't allow for us to skip these, I don't want to say mistakes, but you come to find out that they be mistakes, right? Like, or in hindsight, you wish you never did it or whatever the case may be, like, right? So if we was more honest, like, um, you think it'd be better or like, because in hindsight we made it through these things and it kind of build character and all of these things, right? Like, do you think that side would be? And I know we only live through one way, and we can't go back and relive the other way. But I'm just wondering, future wise and people that haven't went through it, if they take heed, like, will it turn out to be better? You get what I'm saying?
What far as it being just two
Like
parent.
in the hood, right? It's like you probably fuck with a nigga, but you ain't really fuck with him. You know what I mean? You had your own personal reasons what, like, you know what I mean? As the individual, we be having our personal joint, right? Like for men, most times just the big butt or the sexiness or whatever you want to fuck, right? Like, but mentally you probably wouldn't look at her the same, like, nah, you know what I mean? But they the ones you end up having babies with.
Mhm.
And that honesty to yourself is what create that. You get what I'm saying? Because both parties don't be honest. Like they don't be honest to be like, damn, like, no, that was that one drunken night, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Um,
um, yeah, go ahead, my fault, I'll run on.
I know you good. I'm trying to catch it because I thought I had it, but I lost. You lost me a little bit, so I just want to be clear. Like you basically saying like what we go after and wind up having children with is something like. Is it like a repetitive or we being honest with ourselves or what we like or we being dishonest to what we like?
Right. And then that lead into these situations we got in the hood. And you know what I mean? A lot of times we be regretting having the kids, we be regretting all of these things, but
Oh,
it starts with that honesty to ourselves. Like you knew it, like all these red flags before shit, you knew that.
oh, okay,
But
got you,
instead
got you.
you kept going. Like,
Oh,
but
oh
that
well,
kept going was probably from your personal intent.
well, that just comes from with lack of self esteem and not knowing who you are at the time. A lot of times that's personal growth. That's personal development. That's what that is. Like you got to know you got to not know your worth and all that. All of that comes with trial and error though in life. We be growing, we be figuring ourselves out. So you may have you may be attracted to a big butt girl, but wind up marrying a girl with no big butt with big ass titties, and that's just because you wind up growing. It ain't the attraction of ass no more. It's more so like you know. I'm attracted to her character. I'm attracted to her personality. I like to hear what she's saying, all because these are things that I worked on with myself. So you know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of times what we attract kind of sort of be a reflection of where we at that time. And
Mm.
if you young and you out here, you a guy, you look good, you popping it and all that, like, yeah, right now what's trending is fat asses. So, I'm going to run down on every fat ass joint I could get. They gonna wind up being my baby mom. Damn. But I chased the fat ass, but I ignored the sign that the bitch always out. I ignored the sign that she don't know how to cook. I ignored the signs that, and that's all because they ain't where you at personally. You just out here. You ain't working on yourself. You ain't figuring yourself out. So I think that's where that be. I think that be an internal struggle, but that's also trial and error as we grow. Like now, I know what to attract and I know what I can. I mean, it's all about discernment. When you have better discernment comes in when you got better understanding and awareness of who you are.
And that come with time. You feel me?
Facts.
Like it's like you gotta put
Facts.
in time, bro. When you a young boy, you 18. I'ma say 18 to like 25. Like, bro,
Yup.
this is just your world to play with. Like none of
Yup.
those things is really in play right now. It's not no real responsibilities and shit like that. It's some, but it's not like now. Like now it's do or die. Is making name for your family, is protecting your family, it's protecting your livelihood and all of that. And like most of those things come with time. You feel me? So my advice to like the youngins and all that who is chasing the fat asses and all that, bro, chase the mentalities too, bro. Ask these
Facts.
questions. Like it's just see, you feel me? Learn the person first before you just start having kids. So it's not like a mistake or you
Right.
mad or none of that. Like all my kids is with the same female. Like I waited
Facts.
till I was a little older. I got all that shit out my, you know what I mean? So like I ain't really had them problems, but that's some advice that I would give to somebody younger or like a younger self of myself too. Like, bro, be more wise in your decision.
And I'm happy that it's a healthy example out here that's a young, like, cause you only 1 year younger, you a year younger than me. But it's a healthy example of a guy that like that means we were around the same age at the same time. Like that is a guy that out here that been with his wife for 13 plus years, all his kids about to say, like they feel like that's that like when you say that, that sounds like almost extinct in the black community. Like, I love that as an example. Like, oh my God, I'll be showing you off all the time. Sorry. What? You say all niggas what? He been with his wife 13 years, all his kids about her. He got all his teeth. She got all her hair. They ain't stressed. They ain't none of
Real
that.
rap, none of
Not to
that.
say y'all
Like,
perfect, but at the end of the day, y'all knew how to make it work and y'all not living by no textbook shit like Buck was saying earlier. Like everything gotta be like, y'all gotta listen to the outside world and let the outside world create a narrative in your fucking household. No. If we want to live like fucking Moana and them in our house, that's how we living. The
yeah,
fuck?
but
I
don't get me
don't,
wrong. You know that shit creeping. That's the reality. Some shit, we beef and go through shit as well.
that's
You
what I'm
feel me?
saying
Like,
though. But you
man,
can see the work. You can see the work because 13 years, that means you was there, you was willing to put in the work. It wasn't one-sided. It made like you know what I mean, like it wasn't like, like whatever y'all went through, y'all got through it, y'all got over those hurdles. You was willing to fight. Y'all had to fight. That's the only way shit can last for 13 years. Y'all fought for each other.
real shit.
Motherfuckers like, I don't know. I don't know, man. That shit just made me happy though. Like, cause it's like,
Mm.
it did because I just hate that it's a narrative. Like, you can't find nobody out here or actually be in a healthy relationship, and the health arguments is healthy. I hate when people make it seem like a relationship is unhealthy when you argue. No, you got to argue because we need
Uh,
to see where the fuck we need to fix. Like, where's the frustration at? Because the argument is only an underlying frustration that wasn't brought to the surface.
Hmm.
mm. That's a good job, real rap. Like, that's a
Yeah.
good breakdown. Like, yeah.
And that's why I got into the convo about being honest. You know what I mean? Because you gotta be honest. Like
Right.
if you don't tell your mate, like I always tell people, right, in a relationship, I go to the extent of like, if I go to work as a man and I see a new coworker with a turkey or something, like I'm gonna report it back to my lady and I'm gonna tell her how I felt about it. Like I wanted to fuck. You feel what I'm saying? And that relieves me of the whole
Being
joint.
walking on eggshells.
You get
And
what
then
I'm
you ain't
saying?
gonna do
So
that shit either, cause she on your ass now. You feel?
you get what
Like,
I'm saying?
wow.
So it gotta be that type of honesty. Like if you into that freak shit like that, say it. So that you won't have the temptations of going
Yep.
outside.
Yep.
You can have your mate to do it. If they not with it, they not with it. But
Thanks.
people gotta give people they God given ability to choose. Let me keep my rights to choose. If you into threesomes and all that, let me know. And then I could choose and then we might can make something happen. You
That's
feel
the
what I'm
word.
saying? But
Yeah.
to not be honest about all this shit, it's like you said, it'll reflect in the arguments.
But that's the whole point of about honesty. That's the whole point about choice, right? When you lie, you take away the choice. That's why there's a lot of liars the fuck out
Man,
here. Because they want to take
right.
away you of having the choice of dealing with the shit and not dealing with the shit. That's why there's a lot of motherfuckers out here that can't be honest with themselves and be honest with their partner. Because you want to take away their decision on whether they want to deal with the shit or not. That's why I like being honest. For one, I can't remember the shit that saved my life. So I tell a lie, I'll just be on some shit like, damn, I said that. All right, then I'm busted. No, fuck that. I feel like when you lie, you scared. I don't fear shit
Yeah,
but
that's
the
that
law.
scary shit, bro. What
You
you
feel me?
scared of? Like, be scared of
I
God, dog. Stop bitching.
Insecurity.
facts.
Insecurity.
Facts. I'd rather be comfortable, like me personally, and y'all get the vibe. Y'all know I'm a guy's girl. Like I hang with the fellas, I hang with the guys and shit like that, and I ain't had to be fucked on to hang with the guys. And I actually like hanging around the guys because I didn't have to get fucked on. They was fucking on all my friends, so I was cool. But I'm more so like both worlds. So I look at ass. I look, up until now, I had my lesbian experience last year, but I love me to me. I love being dominated sometimes. So that girl shit, I'm just sorry. I just know I gotta pass you a pad. I'm like, bitch, like, yeah, I was just but
And it ain't no getting over on each other either, probably. Like, it's none of that shit. Like, cause it's like, bro, it's damn, that's a tough job, bro. Like, or y'all both mad at the same time. Like, all right, who gonna fix it? Nobody gonna fix it. All
unless
right.
I mean, well, unless she was a people pleaser like me. I when
Mm.
I when I used to be in that dwelling in that energy, I used to like not even say shit. I wouldn't even open my mouth, like just to avoid an argument, just so we won't have an argument. And after I realized it was like that shit ain't right because that bitch was doing all this manipulation, all this playing in your face, all this, that, and the third. Like no, like come on, like snap the fuck out of it.
Yeah. That come with that masculinity
Yeah,
instructions that we got, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
stand down from arguing with women and all of that. Like you feel me? So we get to a point where we don't even relieve ourselves of the stuff we really feel.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying that's what's all a part of all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta tell people. But people like the games though too. Like they like the games like and for some reason like you were saying earlier, like y'all gotta do them tests. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes them tests be like, it'll fuck you up. You feel me? Because the biggest one that came from slavery, right, is like women having the need to test their man on security and protection
Yeah, I don't
because
fuck
of
with that. I don't like that shit.
because of the trauma and all that we done been through. You feel me? Like you'll find a lot of women getting into stuff with other men just to test how they man
That's ridiculous.
react and
That's
all of that.
stupid.
Like, and
That
that's
Right.
is
What if
bugging.
that
stupid.
nigga was drunk and he failed the test, but he really love you? You know what I mean? But it's that fat ass that he wanted or something. Like,
Yeah,
man,
like
you salty. But like,
no,
come
but
on.
that shit is dangerous, and that's why I don't. That's why I more so don't agree with it because again, me being raised by a lot of masculine energy is like I wouldn't want to put nobody that I love in harm's way. That's putting my man in harm's way, because we are in the era like where as though it was a saying where you shouldn't wear white sneaks unless you was about that life. Because if a nigga step on your white sneaks, you guarantee you could die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that shit is senseless to me. I would never test that security now. if we do so happen, if the universe actually put me in a position where I got to see if this nigga a fight or flight, but I'm always cool. I'm always make sure I protect it. That's just only because, again, I was raised by a man, so he taught me to make sure I could protect myself. But I'm not. I want to see how he react there. Now, if he diffuse it like a man, like because I don't think my nigga got to be out here like Tommy Hearns or Mike Tyson fighting niggas or put shooting at niggas or clutching and all that cool shit. But if a nigga check you or say something to you, I'ma see how you respond for
Right,
sure.
right. That
But
nigga
that
run, you
that
done.
situation gotta that situation. But this is the look right. This is how you know. This is why I don't say a motherfucker is my walkie, my roadie, my bunkie, my homie, my ace until we in a real situation. Then I can say that.
Yeah.
I don't really say that shit so fast because I've been ran on. You know what I mean? I've been jumped. I've been like
Real
shot at.
shit.
Like, no, I need to know. So if a nigga like say something to my nigga and he diffuse the situation, he got the emotional intelligence to diffuse the situation. I ain't looking at him as a pussy. I'm looking at it as like, damn, he did protect me because he got us home safe. This nigga
Right.
might not be packing. I might have left my shit in the car. I always got a poker on me though. But
Yeah,
his
real shit.
situation, that situation could escalate. How he handled that situation gonna let me know what type of man I'm dealing with. Oh, this nigga play chess, not checkers. Now, if this nigga like on some shit like, just letting the man talk to him all crazy, yeah. By the time he turn around, I'll probably be back at the fucking car. Cause like, no, you
Yeah.
gotta check the situation. It's like you
But
gotta
let me say
know.
this too, though, right? Down while you in the middle of that, as a woman, you got feelings. So when you hear it, it penetrates your ears differently, right? But as a man, the way somebody else talks shouldn't affect you. You get what I'm saying? So even in the vein of a situation between men and what you appear to be like a man getting talked to all crazy, I don't have no movement when men get all excited like that. That tell me you've been raised by your mom
Mm.
because you get loud and all of that.
You ain't gonna
And
fucking
men
touch
is
me
just
though.
like,
Like,
until if we can't have a conversation where you jittery, you moving all the time and you itching to like you got to fire back with a sassy joint and all of that, it's like that's not man shit. You know
yeah,
what I'm
that's not
saying? Like
me.
when you've been around man shit, you really understand like. And so a lot of times what y'all get preview with is some like because women react like that. They jump off
No,
the
but I
fire
could.
track.
Yeah, I definitely could tell a stoic man. Like I could tell you stoic just by how you react. You say you don't. If somebody's on brolic, you don't really react on like that. But
Yeah,
me
not
Especially
personally,
when
me.
you know
You
what you
feel
can
me? I
do.
don't play that shit. I
Like
ain't
you
at
get
that
what I'm
point yet.
saying? Especially when you know what you can do to a person. And then
but
you understand the bigger narrative of how somebody try and control y'all.
me
And
personally, it's the tone. It's the tone. It's the
yeah,
tone.
see that's you
Yeah.
got your triggers and shit. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's the tone, man. That's what I'm
Mhm.
working on. That's what I'm working
So I
on. I
get it.
promise you, honey. I'm working on. I'm good. I'm doing good. Like the universe been sending me some tests, and I've been really passing them. I've been really passing them. And I'm so proud of myself. Like I'm really like cause like I'm one of them. But I've really, really, damn. And it's crazy. My sister couldn't pop on here because that's 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 what I get. What you saying when you talk about the pop off when it comes to women, like females, like we really like we react before we actually process the thing. Like we quick to do it like that, especially if we feel unheard, if we are females that actually been through some shit where we couldn't get our point across, or we was always over talked, or we felt unseen, we would definitely we the type that will react real fast. That be triggers. It definitely be triggers.
Hmm. But for a man to move off of a man words, then to
That's
me,
weakness.
you can be manipulated. And that's what women should look at for men and
Yeah.
protection. Because if you can get manipulated, then you can be taken away from me easily.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a
You get
difference
what I'm
too. You
saying?
feel me? It's like, all right, it depends. Like if this nigga talking crazy and you look scared and you did it like fuck all that. You feel me? But if you just holding your ground and you just looking like Cause one thing as men, bro, we always assess the situation first. Like, you feel me? Cause nigga, just like how I can get hurt, nigga, you can get hurt too. Don't get it fucked up. So
Right.
men
Yeah.
conduct themselves a certain way, and it's about how you enter that you know what I mean that
Hmm.
conflict, bro. So a
Yep.
lot of that already saw it because you know that me and him, we not men that you just going be talking all crazy to. You can tell by how we carry it. You
Your
feel me?
demeanor. Yep.
But
And I'm
if you
telling you,
gotta just if you just look scared and you acting scared and you not defending your manhood, you not standing on your square, bro. Like you give somebody grounds to talk to you and do all that shit. You feel me?
yep. That's a part of your nature, though. I'm telling you, it's
Give me
like
a
the
sec.
alpha. It's like the alpha wolf. Niggas know a alpha, smell an alpha when they see one, and when they around one, they know what they can. They know what niggas gonna be on that, and they know niggas that's not gonna be on that. Like you said, they assess the situation.
Real
They
rap,
know
you got
they
to.
already peeped what nigga they can do that with, or they'll fuck around and find out if they don't.
Exactly. And that's why most of the time it don't even be like that, especially men at our age and like
Mhm.
we on some like, listen, bro, we gonna come to it. I'm gonna
Right.
respect you, but you definitely gonna respect me.
Respect me.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Like
Yeah. That's why I said like I never put a nigga. I never even called like anybody that if I was in a situation with a guy. Like I tell people all the time, my girlfriends will be like, yeah, I beat my nigga, I did this, I did that. Only person I put my hands on, and that was my very first time with my baby father. And that was only because that nigga just did some out of pocket shit. And it just took me overboard. But I never put my hands on men. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. My grandfather always told me, if I put my hand on a man, be prepared to have a 50-50 chance of dying. So I never put my hand on a man. And that's real shit. And I like, but my
and
baby,
that's
like I
good
said,
advice, but like a real man ain't going, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? It's no point to that. Like, you
he was
feel
a
me?
country nigga. Them country niggas, they used to.
Slap the shit out you, bro. Choke you up, you know what I
My grandpapa was like 6'1", big as shit. Like them niggas backyard wrestlers and shit. Like,
mean? Right.
but he always, yeah, he was like, that's why I said that putting your hands on men and all that shit. But I actually seen and dealt with men that actually was beat on by women. I just was like, yo, I was like, man, that's a whole different ball game.
That's a
I'm like,
bad joint because that's
Yeah,
still abuse. You feel
that
me?
you
Like
feel me?
that's
That's what I'm
abuse like the
saying.
motherfucker. Because like at the same time, this man could really fucking hurt you. You
Yup.
feel me? But he trying his best
He
not to
not
do
to.
that
That's
shit. It's not
mental.
because he's scared. It's not because of none of that shit. It's out
That's
of
physical
respect.
and mental abuse on a man. Real shit. That's
Exactly,
physical
real
and mental
shit, dog.
abuse on a man. And I'm just like, in a woman, but in a man's perspective, like I'm just like, damn, that's nutty. Cause I would hate to just sit there and watch like, yo, like what? I couldn't stomach seeing a woman. Just like I couldn't stomach a man. I don't like that shit. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I thank God I never been in an abusive relationship. Like I think I got in one incident where a nigga from the P tried to play with me and I pistol whipped him. That was that one incident ever in my life. I
I
had to
probably ain't
win.
do that shit no more
I
either.
never
You know
had
what I mean?
to.
No,
I never
no, I
had to.
said he probably ain't never do that shit though.
Well, I don't know. Last time I don't know if he married or whatever he got going on there. I don't know. He long gone, but yeah, that was anything. Like what? Hey, nigga, you know who I am? Stop playing. But yeah, I'm glad. But I've actually sat alongside women that were survivors of like domestic abuse, and one guy that I dealt with that was dealt with domestic abuse, and that leave a heavy fucking stain on a person, man. That leave a heavy stain on a person. And I just be like, yo, and there's so many women out here and men that went through it. But of course, I know more women than I do men. So it's more women out. It's a lot of women out here that went through that shit, and I've realized that some of them women will never have a healthy relationship in their life.
Yeah. So look, but before we end this, John, right? I just want to ask a question. Like, it's like a two-part question. Like, what does a healthy man look like to you? And like, what's some advice for a man? You feel me? That'll help us with these situations when we go through with our women. Like, what's some advice that you can give a man to be a better man? You feel me?
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, right. You mean? Because like this shit that we don't never get to ask, and this shit that
I know,
people
right?
need
It
to
is.
hear. Like,
All right. So, all right. Ask me the first question so I can answer that. Answer the first question first.
all right, what does a healthy man look like today?
Oh, to me or today?
Today to you.
Uh, okay. So, a healthy man to me looks like aware. He looks aware. Looks like awareness. He looks just aware of himself, who he is, like firm in who he is, confident in who he is. Love himself is visible. It's visible that he's well groomed, smell good, um, his mental health, like his mental capacities, his like he can hold a conversation. That's healthy to me. That lets me know that his mental awareness is intact. You know, how he acts in public is healthy. Just show how he conducts himself. That's what a healthy man look like to me. A healthy man looks to me like he loves himself. That's what a healthy man looks like to me. Let me know
Alright.
you love yourself. All right.
See,
Yeah.
man, I hope y'all out here listening, bro. You feel me? This not us. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah,
that's
because if
what
you love yourself, I know you can love me. I know you can love me and care about me if you love yourself. Like you gotta take pride in yourself. I love when I see, that plays a part. That go both ways, but it definitely, since we talking about, the men, yeah, when I see a man with a nice, looking good, nice cut, teeth brushed, like,
the teeth brush. No, I'm happy you put emphasis in that, cause all that shit that be in the cranks and all, like, bro, that ain't acceptable. I mean, that ain't acceptable, dog. Real rap, like,
but
and people
yeah,
can notice that shit, dog.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and
But
then a healthy man, yeah, a healthy man today looks like he's loving on himself, and that goes in all categories: physical, mental, and emotional.
and I'm gonna let you ask a question, bro. Like before I like open the floor to her to ask us any questions that she would want to know. You
Oh
feel me?
wait, it was another part to that question though. What was that the one?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna let bro go in.
All
Feel
right,
me?
all right.
Huh?
Come on, but
What you want me to do?
he said he wants you to ask something before he opened it up for me to ask. Because he had a good question. He wanted me to know, get the ladies what will help the ladies with a man,
Oh, you
help a
want me
man.
to respond, or you want me to like
No,
give a question?
I want you to ask a question
He
to
wants you
a
to ask a
female
question.
from a
Oh,
for the
so my
female
John be
perspective.
like, all right, my John, like now that we got to this space, right? And if we can get to a space of honesty and all that, you think like the genders could be friends, platonic, like
For sure. For sure. I believe that every male that comes in our lives, women is not supposed to have sex with. Honestly. I have a lot of male friends that I never hunched on or never even thought of hunching on. And I don't know how they be honest with me. They'll be honest with me. But even if they respect me. So it's a boundary in place. Like if I ain't had no boundary, it could go up because it's a man. We go. You know what I'm saying, but
Yeah,
because I have those boundaries in place, they know ain't nothing. So it's like, okay, they know how to carry me. I know how to carry them. Again, honesty. Honesty helps with the situation. I had some male friends that be like, I ain't gonna lie, Pam, I want to bust your ass. And I'd be like, oh. but, but, like, bro, I'd rather have you for a long term than the short term because you never know or where it may go. And if it do go south, I don't want to tarnish or damage how I look at you. So I'd
right,
rather just let me have you in this way. All these
right.
bitches won't have you, but I'm gonna have you.
right. And the sex could be awesome and all of that, but it could end that John, and therefore it's not worth it.
And now we
Right,
just attach. Now we just attached to sex. So now it ain't a bond, it ain't a friendship, it ain't nothing. It's just sex.
right,
Yeah,
bro,
So
right.
yeah. So I got male friends that yes, I never did anything with, and I'm happy that I can say that again. I'm like I said, the best of both worlds. I'm a bae bro. I can be your bae and I can be your bro. I can watch a game with you. I can, do the thing with you.
Good, good. That's what's up.
So
So
that's what I feel like with branching. We all don't have to put sex in their friendships. And I do know some friendships that people that, they're both, if they still both single and they have sexual relations, they still can be friends. That's the thing too. But at the same time, it's all about honesty. When like Buck said, it goes back to motherfuckers being real with each other. Just be real with me. Keep it P. Keep it P. If we're gonna keep it playing, make sure it's two controllers.
Yeah.
real shit. Like, don't leave the batteries out my shit. You feel me?
Don't be- don't have me thinking I'm playing my shit dead.
Lord brother me, like you try Lord brother me.
Yeah, you
Man,
little
shit.
brother me. Give him the controller that ain't working, no batteries in it. He act like he think he playing this shit. Out
Man,
of
that's funny.
pocket.
That's right. Oh yeah, man. So before we end this, John, right? You got any questions for us, man, or some advice or whatever? You
All
know?
right, so I'm gonna go back to the second part of the question that you had asked, and what advice that I could give to a man that would like close to be to a woman. I think I'm gonna do both.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Women, um, just uh listen for to comprehend. Don't stop listening to respond. That's for the
Yeah,
women.
that's a strong John.
Men, be open. I know it's hard because sometimes it be certain situations you don't want to be open about, but just try to be open and see how it feels on a situation. It could be any situation. Just be open to it. It may be something that been wanting to do and you ain't really fucking with it, but just give it a try. Be open to it. For example, that might not be the exact thing, but just for example, that's
All
it.
right.
And now for y'all, uh, Smooth, I pretty much like I'm just blown away by you and your wife and your whole thing. Like I'm just blown away by it because you giving me hope. I ain't gonna lie, you giving me hope.
Uh,
Um, uh, what do you feel? What do you feel about your marriage that damn, I had it but I lost it. All right, let me just ask this: how do you feel? Do you feel that marriages can still coming from 13 years, do you feel like it's still a possibility of having long-term marriages?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's like it's first of all, it gotta be the right person. Like the energies gotta match. And
Mm,
then there's like you gotta be able to go through shit and grow through shit. You feel me?
okay.
Cause
Yeah.
we gonna go through shit regardless. But
Mm-hmm.
like you always gotta ask yourself, why are you with this person? You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? What's the benefits? You gotta weigh the pros and cons basically. And if
Mm-hmm.
it's more pros than cons, like
Mm-hmm.
you good. You can't get all pros. But
Mm-hmm.
if you get all cons, get the fuck out of there. Like if it's more cons than pros, get up out of there. You feel me? But if
Mm-hmm.
it's way more pros, like in my situation though, my wife, she made me a better guy. Like she tested my abilities, shit that I didn't even know that I had, like with skill sets and with
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to run a business and all that shit. But once I told her and expressed that to her, like she helped me put that shit in formation and she tested my skills. She was booking shit that I never did before. And I'm like, damn, why would you book this shit? I ain't never do that. But once I actually did it and then accomplished it, I was like, yo, like this who I want on my team. You feel me? So like
Hey.
that shit definitely can work, but it's like we gotta stop looking in the traditional areas. Like we not just gonna
Yes.
go find love in the club every time. It ain't gonna be in church all the time. It ain't gonna be in the gym all the time. It be them places where you least
Least
expect it for real,
suspected.
for real. Real shit. Like it's that one joint you holding off. You like, man, I do want to do it, but I ain't do it yet.
Or
Just
they
try
done
it.
friend zoned her. They done friend zoned her.
Just try it, real rabbit. Then that might be the person that changed your fucking life for the good. You feel me? But
Okay.
it's always gonna give you the exam. Life gonna give you the example. Like so, that's why I'm focused on like putting out the right thing so I get the right thing back. You feel me? So
Okay.
if people focus on that, if you know you're gonna be a good wife, not just like the term wife, if you know you understand what a wife is and different things like that, and you set your shit up to be that, it's automatic. A man gonna be like, oh yeah, this I they gonna sharpen they shit up to, you know what I mean, to get that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's definitely hope, but it's like we gotta throw away all of what we think this is and what we
That
think we
external
know and
shit.
all that shit.
Yup.
Yeah, all of that shit be bullshit, bro. It's all in here and in here. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's definitely hope. Like it ain't no age limit. It ain't none of that. Like
I love that. Period. All right. But
You're
what did I have for you, bro? What did I got for you? But what is your ideal woman?
oh man.
I'm
yeah,
so curious.
yeah, right, cause he be hitting with them deep jaws, like him with the deep jaw, yeah.
I already knew. I
Yeah.
had my questions for y'all before I came. See, I was prepared. Y'all thought y'all was gonna catch me lacking. No, I was prepared.
Nah, I just like a real woman, you know what I mean? Like one that knows like her existence, you know what I'm saying? And accountable, responsible, and just honest, you know what I'm saying? And that's really it. Like them top things, like you feel me? Cause you can be insecure, you can be all of that, but if you honest about it, it's cool.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? So all of that stuff just don't. And if you moving off of somebody else's ideology that existed before we got here, I can't really.
Bye. Cause
I
that's weird.
can't. But we all do it. You feel me? We come into this world and they told us we should be married to one person, and that's what we doing. And then we
Well,
having the most problems from it, and we wondering why. It's because it's not from us. You get what I'm saying? So, them two people meeting is like like with bro and his wife. Bro was doing his thing. You feel me? Like, and he ain't have it in sight to stop. It was how they shit was written. You
mhm.
feel me? Like they met and they ain't expect to go like, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
those the type of things that really matter, you get me, and that got the most impact. So if you out looking for men and looking for your right person and all that, it's like you gonna run into so many wrong people.
Facts.
And when it's time, like your person to find you or
Facts.
y'all find each other, you feel what I'm saying? And you won't have to ask no questions because it'll just be.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, and so, like I said, if you buying into the ideology that exists, then you'll know the answer to why everybody relationships fucked up. Cause they all following the same like creed and all of that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and girlfriends and guys not being honest. You on the phone with your girlfriend, you know what she doing, but you're not telling her the real deal. Like, and we got codependent relationships, right? Where as
Mhm.
long as you fucked up, like I could be good. So I'm not gonna tell you nothing right. You
That's
get what I'm
toxic.
saying?
That's toxic.
So you
Ew.
got so many of those type of relationships, like girlfriends, you know what I mean? Even with guys and girls. You not going most guys not gonna tell a John her pussy stink or whatever, like, cause he still might wanna hit it again. You know what
That
I'm
is true.
saying? Like
That is
a
true.
lot of times, like women, don't want to fully get rid of a man number because she might need him again. But you're not being honest about that and telling the other person it's a hush hush, secret. Then it's like when a motherfucker end up in a car with 16 bullets in their head, it's like this the fucking problem because you're not being honest and
Honest.
nobody like to be played like that. You get what I'm saying? But you
That
want to keep playing with the fire and then when it's time when you really mature and ready to get in a relationship now and you want to be serious, it's just going to turn back around on you. Now you getting done with all the bullshit you done put out. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? And so,
that karmatic energy
you know what I mean? So my woman just gotta be receptive to, like,
and
just being,
poly, basically. That's what it sounds like to me. Your woman has to be is what in poly.
no, no, like, whatever it is. Like, it don't, I'm, no, no,
Cause he
just like,
first, cause what he led with, I listened. What he led with was the textbook should see me personally. I never really been. I don't know. I don't mind help. The fuck, I don't know why people were so against it, so on this monogamy shit. I mean, it's cool, but I would not mind help. And then again, me because my because of how because of what I've been through and who I am and what I'm spiritually awoken in and know, I know the background of men and the y'all whole thing is, y'all like what y'all like, but I don't know. I never really cared about the whole like I wouldn't care if I was monogamous or I don't know. Me personally, I'm just free. I don't care. I really don't care.
yeah.
I
And
really
you
don't
know where
care.
it come from though? The sense of ownership.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you think that you own something, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to go anywhere else but with you. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Well, yeah,
and
but
it's
not, but
possession.
yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but that's because that person is looking at you as an item and not as a person. You got to put the human in it. I think we take human away from a lot of things. Like we take the idea of a person, like we say a man and a woman, but we're also human. So yeah,
Mhm.
like no, I mean, a man has feels, like a woman has feels. We all have senses. We got six senses. Like you get aroused by certain shit. I get turned on by certain shit. Like you got to understand that. But me personally, I don't know. Like me, I just don't. Yeah. But okay, so you on to
But let me
something.
ask you this, right? With the idea of it being more women in the world than men,
We
do you
supposed
think
to share.
it
Share,
should be?
yes, come on. Cause I don't feel like cooking tonight. Can you cook? Yes, girl, all right, cool. I got them Thursday. I got like, yo, my joint on. What's up? Our man gotta go ahead. All right, cool. Like I got him in
Yeah.
6 more days. I got him in 5 more days. Like me personally, I always and my girlfriends, I always get this face. Like, how you sharing your man, bitch? You sharing your man voluntarily or involuntarily? Like
Because
you
neither one of us can control each other
you
for
feel
real.
what I'm
Like,
saying? Like so, like how you want to share them? Do you want to share them knowingly or unknowingly? Come on. And
Yeah,
then
that's a real shit.
with my religious background, I'm like if I marry a Muslim man, if he wants another wife, he can have another wife. I don't feel like I'm against that because I know that
But
I
that's with your permission, though.
yeah, with my permission, of course.
Yeah.
But it's like, and I wouldn't go against it. If it was offered to me, I wouldn't go against it. Hell yeah, I want some help. I see all of the shit that one woman has to do, and I've been doing it like in multiple, and I've been a wife to niggas that ain't even been a husband. If y'all wiping what I'm spraying,
Mm,
I never had a ring. I got proposed
mm,
to a couple times, but I never actually had a ring sit on that bitch, like, and just stay. I ain't got a tan. I ain't got a tan on that shit at all, like
mm.
at all. So me personally, it's just like I know what a wife, like what being a wife all entails, and I just know that it would be so much easier if it was multiple of us than just one. I feel
Yeah.
like women will have a more mental space, mental clarity. You know how many women that's been married that says that they had to let their life go or they had to stop doing what they was doing to hold down the house and raise kids or, let their husband go to work so they couldn't move and they had to leave their dreams behind. Imagine just having a husband and you having a co-wife to where as though your husband could go to work, your co-wife can stay home and raise the kids and have, if she choose to have children, she can have children, raise the kids. You can go out and do what you gotta do. Swap. Now It's time you like it's just like it goes back to community. It goes back to a village. It goes back to what the fuck we was before Europeans invaded. See what I'm saying? Like that lifestyle was our lifestyle. Kings
Mhm.
had multiple wives. Like even if
Right.
you want to take religion out the aspect for those who's against religion, take religion out. When we had kings, emperors, and empresses, multiple wives. Like that's how we lived. That's how we thrived. So
Mhm.
I feel like that's another disconnect too of why motherfuckers are stupid. Cause it's like men is holding back their desires and stuff like that. And now or they have women that, they feel like they can't be open, again, honest with, come home, damn babe, shorty had a turkey at work. Now you getting dishes thrown at you, now you got an attitude. I hope none of these bitches watch Tubi with they nigga then, cause that's all that's on there is yerkies. You better not. I'm telling y'all now, if y'all don't want y'all, if you don't want to get mad at the nigga, don't put a Tubi movie on. Cause every bitch on that joint got a yerky.
Real rap, dog. Every John, dog.
Every joint.
And it's
But
always some bullshit. Like everything, every John, bro.
but
It's always
again,
some shit.
when you inspire your person and you know your person and y'all locked in, that's what I'm saying. It's the locked in part for me. It's the locked in part, and I like when I'm locked in. I'm locked the fuck in. I'm loyal to the soil. It's crazy for me, but my life. But yeah, that shit dope. Like you gotta understand it with your significant other. Fuck the world. Like we got multiple people now. I feel like they abusing it a little bit now. These little nasty ass people on TikTok, these relationships, these couples. It's ill. I don't know what they doing. I think they see that people is looking in on it, and now they want to do it. But no, that's the unhealthy way. The healthier way is definitely when you guys 3 adults, 4 adults, or however you want to do it, and y'all gotta understand that like we gonna build the village, we gonna have our house, we gonna make sure we cool. All right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's a mission behind it. Is
You
a
feel me?
community, a
A purpose
tribe.
is
You feel me? Like
intentional.
real shit. But it
Yeah,
gotta
like
be that though, and they all parties gotta be in
be in
agreement.
it.
You feel me? Like
Facts.
it ain't no withholding information. This ain't no cop shit. You know what I
Right,
mean? Real
right.
life every day. So yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
yo,
mind
give
having
them.
help.
So yeah, man, give them your handles and all that. Give them your social handles
All
and
right,
let us
so
know when your next
I
shows and
hope
all
y'all
that.
editing this and chopping it up. This is a long ass podcast. If people gonna listen this long, y'all gonna
Some
edit
people,
it.
some
Some
people.
people, all right, they better. So anywho, I'm Pound Cake, Miss Pound Cake on Instagram. Pound Cake, you the bomb. That's POUNDCAKEYOUDABOMB. Because I'm the bomb. Shit go tick tick. And yeah, that's on all platforms. Except for Facebook. If you're like my age and up, if you're on Facebook, Facebook shut down at 9 o'clock. That's old as shit. They old as shit over there on Facebook. But if you're on Facebook, it's Jenna the social loner. Jenna JANNAH social loner. But that's me. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this was so fun. Can we have a conversation off here? Like, can we get like a call or like on the iPhone? Y'all got iPhones?
Yeah.
All right, we got to connect off of this because this is so good. I don't want the
Yeah.
conversation to end unless y'all got work and shit to do. I know you're man. I know you got to attend to your wife. I know I don't know what's going on, but I feel like talking still.
So
But
Yeah.
thank y'all so much for having me. Thank y'all so much for having me. And y'all, wherever y'all at across the globe, around the world, make sure y'all tune into this podcast. It's a vibe cast, it's a real cast, it's a thorough cast. You feel me? We got my man, urban activist, and Buck. Buck, what else is attached to your name? Is it just Buck?
Yeah. But
All right,
now,
and it's just Buck. You feel me?
no,
Y'all
it's
make
like
sure y'all.
it's Buck Doctors. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Buck Doctors, and he
Yeah.
without the doctor's degree.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Dr. Buck,
You
I'm
know
fucking.
it. You know it.
You gotta give me a prescription.
Word. Well, thank you for joining us. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to your next show.
Okay, so I got loads of shit coming up. So this Thursday, 16th, Cigar Code aka Club Roar, Delaware Ave. Show start at 7 p.m. 17th, I think I have a show. I'm not sure. I gotta figure it out. But the 18th, I have a show at somewhere in South. I gotta figure it out. But don't worry about it. If y'all go on my Instagram and y'all get in my Instagram, I'll have everything up there. The flyers in my broadcasting channel. Join my group, the Cakery 215. Jump into it's 291 people. I can't believe it's 291 people on my broadcasting channel. I don't be talking about shit, but just reposting shit. But I love that for me. But make sure y'all tune into my broadcasting channel, become a part. And sometimes I post little polls in there, little stuff in there, little pictures of me that I don't post on in my stories and stuff and all that. So y'all got access to that. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Appreciate you again, pal. Like
Rap,
your
this
Thank
was a
you for
insight
great
is
having me.
episode. Like, real rap. Like,
yeah,
Wait,
your
what
insight
episode? Wait,
is
I need to know because I love numerology. What episode number is this?
it's gonna be 7.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Seven. All right, so real quick, seven has been. All right, so I'm from 17th Street, 17th New York, so I rep the 7. My mom passed on 7-Eleven, so 7, like 7-Eleven. Every time I see 7-Eleven or 7, it's always dear to me. Dang, so
Yeah,
7. Oh, that's heavy.
yeah.
That is heavy. That just. Oh, all right.
shit was meant.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Now you can add 4 or 7 to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But
All
yeah,
right.
appreciate you. We gonna definitely tap back in. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
create like we supposed to. But we appreciate your insight. Heck of a perspective. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And we only can get it through your view of the elephant, through your life, your journey. You get what I'm saying? But I know it's going to be appreciative to all genders,
For
whoever
sure.
watch. You know what I mean? And that's the purpose of bridging the gap. Another value shift. You know what I mean?
And guess what? Everything I say is my point of view. You understand what I mean? Like, whatever you could take from it, you take from it. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever I said on this podcast today, take what you can take. This card don't apply to you.
Until the next time.
This is the volume shift.
Volume shift.
Turn the volume up on that jump. I can't hear with all the noise. I need a volume shift, 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 shift.